Hey guys! My name is Bella and this is my roommate Tanya, and we're Bulgarians who are currently living in Glasgow, Scotland, and we decided to share our experience with you and why did we decide to come here. So we're gonna talk about how we met, what did we do, what did we study, and food, weather, and anything related to living in this.
Just before we start, there's a lot of information on what we studied and what we're studying right now. So we came here in Glasgow in 2014. I did my undergrad in economics.
I did mine in finance.
Yeah, and right now it's pretty much our 5th year in university, and we study in Strathclyde University here. And I'm doing my master's in applied economics.
And I'm doing mine in financial technology. Why did we decide to come to study in Scotland?
First of all, I was like 17, I think, and I knew that I wanted to go somewhere else. I didn't want to stay home. I didn't want to stay back in Bulgaria. And my father was like, Tanya, why don't you try go abroad? We'll pay for your education, basically. And obviously I said, yeah.
My case was I wanted to study abroad for ages. I knew since I was 9th grade that I wanted to come to study UK, so I started like actively learning English. And then I got my certificate and I decided to apply to study in Scotland because there are free fees for EU students.
European Union.
So if you go to England, you have to take out a loan, but if you come to Glasgow, you study an additional year, but you don't pay any fees because they're covered by the Scottish government. So for me, that was the better option.
Yeah, than staying back home. Basically, staying back home, I think, does not give you the same opportunities as going somewhere. Even though it might not be the UK, it might be somewhere else, like Denmark. I have a friend that studies there. I have people studying in Greece. It's just a better opportunity. If you have the money means to do it, you should definitely do it because it has a lot of benefits.
Yeah, it has a lot of benefits, more benefits than drawbacks.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna lie to you guys, it's very scary, very, very scary to come here and not know anyone. But
it's pretty scary.
Yeah, pretty scary. Yeah. Especially because we both received our offers in August, which means we had 1 month to plan all of this move. We had to buy our tickets last minute.
Pretty expensive tickets.
Book accommodation. Like student accommodation is pretty expensive if you book it through uni.
Yeah.
And even more expensive if you book it through another website. So this had to be paid in advance as well.
Yeah, the thing is with university, applying abroad, the application process is quite long as well. Like we forgot to say that. You had to prepare for a long time, take extracurricular activities, make sure obviously that you study a lot and get good grades. It's basically like a CV. The application process is having a CV the same way you have a CV for your job. It's the same for applying to a uni, and it has to be really diverse. And it's not... The only thing that kind of scared me was getting a certificate for English proficiency. Yeah. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah, because it's very costly, very expensive, very time consuming. Stressful, very stressful. And if you don't get it, you have to retake it, which means spending additional money, spending additional time. I would say the cover letter was very stressful as well because you had to put in a lot of effort. Had to be perfect English. You had to mention everything that you like about the subjects that you want to study and why did you decide to come here, and everything in like one page, which is
basically motivation of why do you want to study in that university, why would it help you to, why are you different than anybody else, like a personal
why
story.
Do you deserve to be here? So that was quite hard, and the coming here as well. Like, I traveled with my dad here. My dad came with me, but Tanya came alone.
By myself. That was my first flight. First flight in my life. And I was really, scared. But at the same time, I was excited. I don't know. I met a lot of people. When I traveled, because I'm not from... She's from Sofia, the capital of Sofia.
I'm from the capital, but she's not.
Okay, go again. She's from Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria. But I'm not from there, so for me that meant my parents had to drive me to the airport in the capital. Then they left me there. I didn't know anyone, so I had to meet with people. and I met some Bulgarians actually that were going to the same university that I was going to. And we basically traveled together, and it wasn't scary. The flight was alright.
The flight was alright. My only problem was I was fine with traveling with my dad, because my dad has traveled a lot, so he knew like what to do and where to go, and he's very organized, so I wasn't worried about that. The only thing that happened to me was I had to transfer flights in London because there was no direct flight at the time to Glasgow, so my luggage got lost. So I had 2 suitcases full of stuff, and I only had like a small backpack with me, and my dad had his small bag because we used his luggage for my stuff as well, and my things got lost, and I cried all night because I was so sad. I was like, I don't want to be here, I don't have my stuff, but my flatmates were lovely, and they gave me like clothes and bags and everything, but I was so sad. They delivered my luggage 2 days later, but the first 2 days was really hard.
It was.
Yeah, because when you go into the student accommodation, you don't even have sheets on your bed.
It's basically an empty bed,
empty room, and like 2 pillows. So I was not prepared for that. I mean, I brought my stuff, I brought my toiletries and everything, but I arrived very late at night, so I did not have anything. And yeah, I wanted to leave as soon as possible, but my dad convinced me to stay.
So my experience with that was basically coming to Glasgow. I didn't know anyone, obviously, like she didn't know anyone as well, but at least she came kind of with her parent, like a parent. I came alone. I arrived I just told my driver, because I took a taxi from the airport, I told him to go to Strathclyde University, because that's our university that we're still studying actually. So I just had Google Maps to direct me from Strathclyde University to like my halls, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing here? Like, architecture is so weird. Like that moment it hits you, like it hits you, you're in a different country. But I was excited, so I was just like, okay, that's cool. Like I would just meet new people, probably just speak to a lot of like my flatmates, because we knew each other before coming to Glasgow. We met online. We had like a good chat of like everybody that lives in the halls that I was living at. And we can actually share like how we met, because it was the first,
because we didn't say that. So basically there's groups on Facebook which like you know, what is this, like gather new students, like they just make at the uni.
Like it was mainly Bulgarians though.
Many
like Bulgarians coming to Strathclyde.
Yeah, I think it was the Bulgarian Society of Strathclyde group.
Organized.
So so we just like met there, and we added each other on Facebook, and we just started talking. So it turned out that we stayed in the same student accommodation. We got put in the same student accommodation. I was on 4th floor and she was on 3rd floor. And we decided to meet the first day, and let me tell you, the first day that we met was a mess. Okay, I don't have anything with me. Okay, I have like my dad and I went shopping for clothes in H&M, so I have like 3 t-shirts and like 1 pair of jeans, and I don't have my hair dry, I don't have shampoo, I don't have anything. So Tanya wanted me to go downstairs to see her. And I come in, and we just look at each other. We're like, hi, my name is Bella, my name's Tanya. And then we both start crying. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? I just want to leave.
I don't have a bed sheet. I don't have anything. Like, I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
Like, because you're usually used to your parents taking care of everything for you, like doctor's appointments, like everything. And that moment it hits you, from that moment on, you have to do your laundry.
Yeah.
You have to cook. You have to clean.
You have to go food shopping.
It's like all these little things that usually like you're
not thinking about.
Thinking about, like, because your parents taking care of. You have to do it yourself, and that was a shock. And I literally like, I don't know, we just cried.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to buy. I literally like do not have enough stuff to cook a meal. Like I don't have cutlery. I don't have a pan. I don't have a pan. I have to go buy a pan. I can't do anything except a salad. So I just used to buy like tomatoes and like salt and olive oil.
I used to buy like pizzas and like I gained weight.
Yeah.
Like that was a period where I gained so much weight that when I came back home for Christmas, everybody was like, Tanya, you've gained weight. And like people in Bulgaria, let me tell you, like they're not like subtle, they just come and tell you you've gained weight.
I was the opposite, because I didn't know what to eat, so the only thing I was like, I'm just gonna eat a salad, and then I lost weight. I actually lost like 4 kilos or something, 3 kilos. Yeah. I was like, I'm not even feeding myself. I don't know what to eat. So yeah, so the first day was quite a mess, but then what shook me the most was the accent. Okay, so when you study English, you have to practice talking to people, but you practice talking to Bulgarians, which have like, you know,
we have our own like,
yeah, you can understand them. They speak slowly, like your teachers at school or your lessons. They're like, you know, they try to make you feel comfortable, and then you come here and you're just hit with like accents.
Yeah, but because like I think the way we studied English, mainly like the people, like the teachers in schools, they had their own accent, but then the way I learned it was through YouTube videos as well. Because I was listening to American, so it was like more like American accent. Yeah. Learning than like, or British than anything else. So for us this was like, what the hell? Yeah. What are they trying to say?
I actually like I had 3 Scottish flatmates and 1 Italian and 1 Greek one. So I was, as soon as I walked into the kitchen, you know, like just to tell them like I've arrived, hi, this is my name, blah blah blah, I did not know what's happening. I did not understand them. I just like, I didn't want to, I was not feeling comfortable enough to speak to them, because I'm like, first of all, I'm super sad because I don't know what's going on. Like, why am I here? Why am I not leaving? Why don't I have any luggage? And then they were like trying to be nice to me and meet me and talk to me. I'm like, I don't know, I don't understand you. I don't know what's going on. They're like offering me clothes. I'm like,
they were really nice. My flatmates were amazing as well. I was just really shy, I think, at first. Yeah, shy,
very shy.
It felt like I'm out of my zone, like my comfortable zone, because there were 3 girls or 2 girls that actually knew each other like really well, I think, before that, and they were already having conversations, and I was like, I don't really know if I go there I would feel awkward, or what would I say. So I was just like, let me just get comfortable first.
So as soon as that passed, it was great. Like, my flatmates were amazing. I like had
mine were
best year
party animals. My flatmates.
Yeah, mine was super nice and had lots of fun. But the first few hours was not fun.
The first couple of days, to be honest, the first couple of days it was stressful. It was random. Like, you go to the shop. Like, we had a shop called Morrison's just next to us, and like you go there. And my first shopping, I bought like an iron. Like to iron my clothes, and I bought like some kind of like sweets. This was like the most random shop ever. I just don't know what to buy. For my first shop, my dad found Lidl, which was like semi-far, so he was like, let's just go there and buy you all the like things, because obviously he knows like what to buy, like for grocery. Your dad. So we went there, and I'm still super upset because I still don't have my luggage, so I'm just walking on the street and crying, which right now sounds ridiculous, but I was super sad, and I was like, I didn't want to talk to him. I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't think about this too well, but it's not like I shared that with my friends, and they said they felt absolutely the same. Like, as soon as they sat in the plane, they were like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Why am I doing this? And we went to Lidl, and I bought salt, pepper, tomatoes, cucumber, and I don't think I even like bread. I think I bought bread, and he was like, do you not want to buy anything else? I was like, no, because you don't even want to eat.
I was very upset. I just didn't want to eat.
Not in the mood to eat.
Pretty sure my first day in Glasgow I didn't eat anything because I was super upset.
I was the same. I think I got some kind of sweets like pastry, and I kept the box in my room for 2 days, so I did not leave my room other than going outside with friends, like with probably Bella, somewhere. Like, I did not go to the kitchen because I was ashamed of, like, I don't know, just contacting, like, just speaking to people. Like, so I was 2 days literally staying in my room and eating a box of like sweets. And I bought really bad.
Then I bought like cereal, and I don't even like cereal, but I was just like, I'm so lost. I don't know like how to use anything. I don't have cutlery, so I'm just gonna buy cereal and milk. I'm just gonna eat that for breakfast, so I know it's the easiest option. So these were like first days in Glasgow. So this was our first impressions and experience with Glasgow and uni and meeting people. So in our next video, we're gonna talk to you about what we did and like the weather and the culture and meeting more people, traveling, and what are the best places to go and visit Glasgow and Edinburgh. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.